Hi everyone, and welcome to this video on how to integrate Cisco Secure Access by Duo with Cisco SecureX. My name is Alexandre Argeris. I'm a cybersecurity TSA at Cisco. Let's say I'm a cyber criminal now. I've been able to get a hand on multiple different compromised accounts, and I'm going to try a new one called Tom. I'm hoping that Tom will just click on the approve request from Duo. I know that this organization is protected by Duo, but who knows, right? Maybe Tom just gonna approve that. I'm gonna initiate the request as well. Again, hoping that Tom will just click on approve. Now let's move to Tom iPhone, right? I'm now Tom. I'm just received a request over here. I didn't request this at all. I'm not trying to connect to my Azure ID right now. So I'm just gonna deny this and identify this as fraudulent as well. Unfortunately for this cyber criminal, Tom was not very cooperative. So we're gonna have to move to a security role now. So let's go to SecureX and pivot to the SecureX orchestration piece as well. Let's wait for the workflow to be triggered by the alarm. Here we go. The workflow has been triggered. So let's look at the workflow itself. Workflow is pretty straightforward. We still have to wait 2 minutes for the log to be stored within the database of Duo, accessible through API. So with some magic over here, we've been able to skip the last 2 minutes. So I'm not going to go in detail over here and talking about each of the individual action over here within the workflow. You will have access to the workflow to my GitHub if you want to, and with additional documentation about it as well. So if we look at some of the action over here, first of all, we grab the event through API. We parse these events as well using a JSON query. We create some observable. We create casebook as well, so any security analysts get notified with this potential threat. We create citing as well, so we can see relationship between all these different observable. One of the potential response for this workflow is to send an email to the end user. So let's go back to Tom iPhone here and see if Tom has received any specific email. Yep, there's one email in his inbox. The subject of this email is authentication request marked as fraud. The reason for this email is, you know what, your corporate credential may be compromised. The action required could be change your corporate password as soon as possible. So let's move back to a security analyst role here, and let's go back to SecureX. We should see a new casebook created. So there's a new casebook created for this, for the user Tom, with two different observable and all the detail of this event as well. If you need to do further investigation, there's always a possibility to click on investigate in threat response. So we can see, for example, if there's any other target associated maybe to this public IP. Tom is not the only one that was targeted by this specific IP. Alexandre and Paul as well. So my guess is that those two credentials could be compromised as well. So there's a bunch of different action over here that I can do as a security analyst. Response for this IP and block this right away in my firewall. Or I can choose as well to individually select each of the target user and add this user to my quarantine group within my Duo. Hopefully this video was very useful for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me. Again, this is Alexandre Argeris from Cisco, and have a good day.